All right, so this is video number 2, MrCentralDriver taking out the DUOTTS or DUOTTS. I think it's DUOTTS or DUOTTS. I don't know. You guys come up with the name of this bike. I was actually kind of iffy on when I made my first video on what the name of this bike was, because it's DUOTTS is what ChatGPT says, but DUOTTS or DUOTTS is what I was thinking, but I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, we fixed our kickstand. If you noticed, it actually did not fit. This is the kickstand that was on the notch bike that broke. It actually snapped off right here. So I put this one on the bike, and now it's sitting up straight. No flats on it. I was a little bit worried about these Kenda tires, but they seem to be holding up even though we went off-road and everything like that. So without further ado, we are going to be continuing our range test. So I'm going to get my phone up here and show you guys, because we only have one battery bar down, and we did 9.2 miles on the last video, but after I cut and got home, it was 9.6 miles. So we have 9.6 miles on this battery since a full battery charge. So I'm really curious to see how it's going to do, and we're also going to check out the headlight and the brake light. And we also got turn signals on this bike too, so that's going to be super cool. So let me get my phone up. You guys keep asking me what app it is. Now, don't really pay too much attention to all these apps. Let me lower it down just a little bit so you guys see the screen better. It's this one right here. If you look in the App Store, iOS, I think it's a green app, but it looks like that. It just looks like speed meter right there, and that's what it pops up. There are ads at the bottom. I don't really care too much about that. You guys can pay to get rid of those, but I mean, they don't really affect me. They don't go across the screen or nothing. I want to come in here real quick and show you if you guys can see this. 9.8 miles, because I just came to this location from my house, and 27.13 miles is our max top speed. We did this video a couple days ago, but without further ado, let's get on the way and go. I actually kind of think that the headlight's pretty high up there. I'm gonna have to probably adjust that, but I want to get on an open street over here where it's completely dark, which we normally do on these videos, and show you guys. I mean, dang, the headlight's looking good. Hold on, let me bump it down a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, it looks much better. So we're on a pitch black road, exactly where I wanted to be to show you guys this headlight. Now, it's probably gonna look a little tiny bit better than the video showed, because I'll be real, oh, I forgot there's cruise control on this bike, by the way. Oh, and let's go over this really quick. If you guys don't know anything about this bike, it's a $1,500 bike. If you guys want to save some money on it, there's links and discount codes in the description. I will also pin the top comment as well, so you guys can find this bike if you want to buy it. It will definitely help you guys save about $100 on it, so don't pay full price for it. And make sure you go to their website. They might be selling those on Amazon and other places, but again, Amazon charges like $200 or $300 on shipping, so you might think you're getting a deal, but you're really not, and you're also not supporting the channel. But I mean, I understand if Amazon's easier, do what you guys got to do. But if you guys really want this bike, and I really dig it, I really think it's a good bike. If you want to go faster, then of course, look at other bikes, but if 28 miles an hour is cool to you, then this is great. And checking out the headlight, it's great. But the one thing I wanted to say about it is it's dim. Again, the camera might be making it look a little bit brighter than it is. If I had to go off, say, the Ghost Cat that I just recently reviewed, it doesn't look that bad. Let's say the Ghost Cat's a 10 out of 10. This right here is about an 8 out of 10. And it looks really nice, widespread. It covers everything you need to see. But it feels like it's only turned up to like 80% brightness. But of course, that is the highest it goes. You know what I'm saying? So this is with the light off, and this is with the light on. So definitely making a huge difference. You can definitely see a lot more. So no complaints at all with the front headlight. I'm just saying it's not as bright as some of them, but it's definitely passing in my book. And to see how well it's doing, I'm gonna take a little shortcut off road. Now, I would love to go down here, and I'll put my headlight up a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I'd love to go out there in the field, but I'll be real with you guys. I don't want to run into anyone crazy, and I do not know those fields at all. But I don't really ride on this too much, so I'm hoping I can see the bumps. That's why I wanted to kind of go off-road. I'm going to go as fast as I possibly can. And first of all, let's just see how the bike handles. And on top of it, see if I can actually catch the bumps before they catch me. So let me bump that up just a little bit, because this bike does go decently fast, so don't have the light too far like down in front of you. Make sure it's like flared out a little bit. And yeah, I mean, I can see where everything's at, so I can kind of go around stuff. Like, look at this. Made sure to avoid that. Oh yeah, no issues. Like I said, it's just dim. It's just a little dimmer than I would like it to be. Here's a jump right here. Woo-hoo-hoo! Hell yeah, no chain rattle, no nothing. That's something that really surprised me on this bike, is that it just doesn't make any noise. I'm really surprised. Most bikes will normally make like a noise, especially with gears. We actually have gears on this bike, which is nice. You don't really get that on a lot of new e-bikes lately. Ooh, I hope we didn't get a flat, because this bike is so comfortable. that it almost kind of reminds me of the Ghost Cat just a little bit. It's not that comfortable. The Ghost Cat is like a dream to ride, right? But this, for the price, is actually not that bad. Now, is it going to be made for someone that's 400 pounds? Probably not. I think the weight limit is like 350, just to be real. So you can't really be 400 pounds. But I think if you were about 230 pounds and under, I really think you're going to enjoy this bike. I think the suspension is phenomenal. The front is non-adjustable. I didn't like that, so it is what it is. But I'll tell you, for me, it does bottom out pretty quickly if you do hit something massive. But for my weight at 167 pounds, I weighed myself the other day, it's handling perfectly fine for me. I seriously feel comfortable as shit on this bike, and I love how the seat has the rake in the back that really feels like it hugs the back of my butt, and I feel planted on the bike instead of feeling like I'm gonna slide off of it like a lot of these other e-bikes that have a flat seat. Here, let's turn our turn signals on. Now keep in mind, no turn signals on the front. They're on currently right now. Let me pull over and show you guys. Probably not the best spot to park. Smells like sewage water. Smells like ass over here. It's probably that plant right there. Jesus. But, all right. So here is our turn signal. Also, this is a look at our brake light as well and our rear rack. Really nice setup. I think like they knocked it out of the park with it. I mean, it's just basic, but I mean, it's doing what it needs to do. One thing I couldn't find the information on is how much this hold. Now, it's not like very wide at all, so you're not going to be able to fit something very huge up here. The holes are very small, so don't think you're going to fit something that's like more than probably 15 or 20 pounds. But it's cool that it has a rear rack, and I like the fact that they extended the brake light to come all the way out here, because if you do not add this, you can actually add it to the bike under here. But I thought it looked pretty cool with this rear rack on. And the next thing I liked about this bike is we're only in assist 1 for the pedals, but the throttle is unlocked at all times. And I really think that's a nice feature, because sometimes you might whiskey throttle with the pedals when coming up to a light, just moving them for whatever reason, and your bike takes off without you. Now, it doesn't have a whole lot of power, and I'm not trying to get wet. Hold on. I'm probably paying for this water right now. We're like in a remote area, so we pay high water bills, man, if you guys didn't know. I think our last water bill was like $260. It's outrageous, man. It is outrageous. Now, that is bi-monthly, but still, that's crazy. This is probably my favorite feature about the bike, is the fact that it tracks straight. It's nice and comfortable, no wobbles, no nothing. This is right out of the box. I didn't even air the tires up, and it's going straight. And the cruise control. I love cruise control, especially on like just chill bikes when you're just cruising around. The Anioki and the E-Hora were absolutely beasts with cruise control. That scared the shit out of me on those bikes because they are dangerously quick. This one feels real nice and stable. It doesn't have a front motor on it, so it feels really nice and planted. It doesn't feel like heavy in the front. It's really good for turning. I mean, it really is it's a good bike for the price. I think so anyway. And I'm not just saying that. I will tell you if I don't like the bike or not. I'm not paid to say any of this stuff. Even if I got the bike sent to me, I am not trying to sell you the bike. I am really just trying to let you know if it's a good bike. If I bought it myself, would I be happy? And as of right now, yes. Because I haven't went down a single battery bar. You notice that? If you guys can't see that, I am still at 4 battery bars out of 5. I don't know when we're going to lose another battery bar, but I just noticed after hitting the screen that kind of left a mark on it. Like it's really, what is that? Like the TN panels, is that what it is? Like when you push it and then you can see like the stuff kind of, like the blackness from your hand pushed on the screen, the pixels have to come back because the screen's so close, something like that. I don't know, I'm probably not saying that correctly. But I saw that, it went away, so we're good on that. Also, there's some flashing lights over here, and this is something I didn't show you guys in my video review, so let me open up the app. It's a DUOTTS, or DUOTTS, whatever you want to call it. It's the app over here. We're going to load it up real quick. We're going to pull over here. I'm going to connect it to the bike and see what we can do. All right, so here we go. So our battery level says 80%. Now, that is pretty cool. It tells me that because I don't see voltage on here, but 80%. And I have, well, don't go off of this. We have like probably, I don't know, like 13, 14 miles on the bike, maybe. To 80%? I don't know if that's even right. That's kind of crazy. Single mileage. Okay, so right now we did 3.2 miles and I had 9 point something on it. So that means we're probably about 12. This is our riding in seconds, I guess. And then total mileage right there. And that matches up to this. And it looks like you can lock the bike. You can do the levels on here. There's some other stuff you can do. You can do navigation, which is super cool. so I can see exactly like where I'm at on the map. So you guys can see where I live at. Look, if I zoom all the way out, you see Fresno, there's Madera, Merced, there's California. You guys are probably way over here watching this video in Los Angeles. Look how far Los Angeles and Long Beach and Santa Ana and Huntington Beach are super far from me. It's about a 5-hour drive almost. That's Bakersfield right here. I'm in the middle of California. Like, look at this. So that's pretty cool. You can do your navigation. So I can hit go, and it will do my whole entire route. That is pretty awesome. We're going to go out of there. You can do target location. What's the vehicle position? Is that just to, if you put it somewhere, and I guess you can just walk away from it and you know where it's at type of thing? That's kind of cool. Maybe it has something built into this bike. I wonder if that happens when you turn it off, if you can see that. So this is another thing too. You can reset the defects if anything like pops up, like any problems. So we have a power system normal, SIN failure. Everything seems to check out good. Hall features good. Battery under voltage, motor failure. That's pretty sick. So if you want this bike and you want something that has a cool app for it and you can lock it right then and there, that's kind of cool too. Yeah, you have all that. And there's rankings, there's social, and then you have your own account which you can like set up and put a nickname on there. I'm going to go back into the speed meter so we can see. And there we go. That's actually super accurate. 3.2 miles on the speed meter. So this bike is measuring the mileage correctly. That is awesome. I love when bikes are proper on the mileage and the speed, so you don't have to put your phone up here. Because that's one thing I didn't like about this bike is the fact that it did come with mirrors, and I do have the mirrors, like the brackets on here, but I don't have the mirrors themselves on here. There's no room on these handlebars for like anything. You can see my phone, if I lean back, you can see how bent my phone is looking this way. It's not even looking directly at me. So I wasn't like the biggest fan of the handlebar situation. I really feel like they should have swept up early around the display and then had more room coming out instead of being super wide coming up and then flaring out, and just having enough room for the shifter and the grip and the button layout and the grip and the buttons over here for the headlight switch like that and turn signal. Oh my God, my turn signal has been on the whole time? No way. No way. Oh, man. Dummy, man. MrCentralDriver's a dummy. God dang it. All right. Well, yeah, that was on the whole time. And the reason why is because I don't have one in the front and I wasn't paying attention. But since we were over here, no one should be going down the street except that one truck I just saw, which is kind of random. So I don't know. It was a little sketchy. But here we go. Here's how it looks. Let me straighten out the headlight so I can show you guys. It looks really good, especially like on this road. So check this out. Look, no lights. And here is with that light on. And I see, I think, another car coming around the corner, I think. So I better be a little careful. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's weird. Why are people driving by? It's 1 o'clock in the morning, guys, or somewhere close to it. All right, so here is the headlight. Dip down a little bit. Super bright. You have a ring on the top, ring on the bottom, one bright LED. Looks like projector style housing. It looks pretty sick. It's very minimalistic. It's not a big, huge headlight, but it's not small like some of these other bikes that have been coming out, those really, really tiny ones that are really high powered. But I think it fits the bike. I mean, it looks nice. Again, here's one thing I wish this bike had. I wish it had a cover right here. If this bike had a cover right here, like a faceplate, I think this would have been a game changer and really changed the front of the bike. And let's stand behind the bike for the second time in this video, and this will be the last time. This is standing about, I would say, like, I don't know, 12 steps back. I know it's going to look wider to you because it's on a GoPro and stuff, but the brake light looks okay. Let me hit the brake light and see how bright it gets. I'm really curious on that. It doesn't look like the best, but I mean, it's doing something. Oh, that gets way brighter. Okay. So the whole entire thing gets brighter. That's awesome. I'll take that. So it's not just the bar on the bottom that's brightening up. It's this whole top bar. So you see that? Oh, yeah, that's nice. That's nice right there, baby. All right, cool. I'll take that. That's a solid brake light. Oh, God, let me make sure to turn off the turn signal. All right, got that. That's my stupid little horn. The horn is crap. I'm sorry, guys. The horn is crap. I don't like it. I wish they upgraded that horn. If they upgraded it, it'd be great. That's like a 2 out of 10 horn. I mean, it has one. Some bikes don't have it. The Ghost Cat doesn't have one. I would really like the Ghost Cat to have one, but yeah, if it had something like this, I wouldn't want it either. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that. But anyways, my goal with this video was to basically try to run this battery down. I figured we weren't gonna get like a bunch of range out of it, but somehow, oh my God, is the tire going flat or what? Or is this a bumpy road? Oh man, I hope we're not going flat. That would suck. Especially with cruise control on right now. Hold on, let me pull over. Just want to double check real quick. Could have just been that road. A lot of construction, a lot of people driving, and, you know, sometimes you... Okay, no, we should be good. With all the new homes out here, you never know if you're going to pick up a nail, and then sometimes, like, all these trucks, like, sometimes scrape up the ground. It's, like, bumpy in certain sections. Like, I can see a big mark in the road, like, right here going all the way down, so I don't know what the hell that was. But anyways, what I want to say, the main reason I was making this video was to get the range down, and I can't believe that I have 4 miles on it right now. I have a total of 13, almost 14 miles on it as of making this video from start to finish, from the first one to this one. And I've only went down 1 battery bar, and this battery isn't big. It even tells you on the top, it's 27 amp hours. I really kind of like this sticker up here, but I think I would take it off if I knew the battery and this is my main bike. You don't really need those stickers on there to tell you. Just take a picture of it once and you'll know. If I hit the battery button right here, look, it still says that it is in the blue, and blue means it's pretty much over, I think, like 70 or 75% and up. And I think it goes down into the green, and I think it goes into red or something like that when it's low. That's crazy. I can't believe it. Like, there's no way I'm going to be riding this bike for probably another, like, hour. There's no way. I have been on this bike probably in total from my first video to this one, probably like close to an hour, probably like 45 minutes, maybe 50 minutes. And the fact that I've just been full throttle everywhere because I don't have any stop signs. I have really long roads here in California, especially where I live. I have some streets that are 5 miles long with not a single break. And I can't believe that it's not going to overheat. That's the good thing about this bike. It doesn't go that fast. So that's really saving the battery. I can't believe how much it's really saving the battery. Like, that is nuts, man. This is going to be a great, like, bike for good range. And I wonder if you can put another battery in here. I don't think you can. After looking at the frame, it doesn't look like you can. If you see it yourself, there's just really no room to, unless you put it bolted to the side, that's going to look like shit. But you can always get an extra one, put it in your backpack if you want. But I'll tell you right now, you don't need one. You really don't need another battery with this bike. Just hopefully, you know, you make sure you're okay with doing 28 miles an hour. That's something that you got to decide for yourself. A lot of people are going to be in the comments, this bike goes too slow. Every bike nowadays is doing 50 miles an hour, and that's true. But I got to review everything because this is actually a legal bike. I mean, yeah, you might want to argue the fact that it's not supposed to have a throttle if it goes 28 miles an hour, but who's going to really trip? Cops around this area do not care as long as you're going the speed limit. Sometimes I don't even care if you're doing 40 miles an hour. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. But that's my area, so I don't know about your area. But if it's really strict in your area and you can stay at 28 miles an hour under, this is a perfect bike. It's not even going over 28 at all. And you notice in our top speed, if I go back over here, let's see where our top speed was. And we went down some hills and stuff like that. Yeah, 27.13. So it hasn't even hit 28 miles an hour. So it is what it is, you know. And all you have to do is go into the advanced settings, go to, I believe, 7, and change that P7 to 67, and that's it. Don't go to 100, don't go to 90, don't go to any other number. If you do it, it will still stay at 20 miles an hour. So keep in mind, I had to contact the company. I was wondering what the hell was going on. I was like, this bike is not unlocked. I put it to 100 miles an hour and it's not doing anything. So it's very simple to get into this. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. That's all I was really waiting for. I mean, I would have loved to gone through the battery for you guys, but 3 battery bars left. And in total, I haven't went very far, I'll be honest, guys. I mean, I have, but not today. So in my whole entire video, I went over 15 miles, but today I've only went like 5, or a little bit over that, 6. So yeah, it's not too bad. I kind of like it. I kind of really like it. It really reminds me back to when I bought my Super 73. I think it was a Z. The Z was pretty cheap, I think, and it went, I think, 26 miles an hour. It feels kind of similar to that. It was really comfortable. It handled really good, except I want to say that didn't have rear suspension, and this one does. And that bike was $2,000, and this one's $1,500. Technology has changed since I bought that bike. I bought that in 2021, so it kind of makes sense of why this is so cheap. But I like it. I like it. I like the brake levers. I like how they feel on my hands. The grips suck, I'll tell you that. Really bad. You want some mirrors on it, you then get some aftermarket mirrors. Don't use these ones because I just don't like these brackets, and they come way up here. And the problem with the brackets is that they go up, and you can't push the mirror down to look behind you. It hits the bracket that goes up. And I tried them on both sides. I still couldn't get it working, so I just gave up. And it really only goes to one side because one flares to the left and one flares to the right. I don't know. Couldn't figure it out. It didn't work, so I just left them. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to tell you guys should buy this bike. It's a great bike. I love it. especially for the price. Links, discount codes down below. Did 6 miles today. In total, 15.7 miles down the 3 battery bars. I'll go into the app for you guys really quick to show you that. It is still connected, and it says we are at 60%. Okay, so it doesn't go exactly by 79%, 75%, 72%. It doesn't do that. It probably does 100, 80, 60, 40, 20, and 0. So when we checked it earlier, I bet you anything it wasn't at 80, it was probably at like 70. And right now it's saying 60, but technically it could be at like 55-ish. But I mean, 3 battery bars out of the 5, that's great for me. And, you know, hands down, I mean, what is there to really complain about? I really want to know, like, what you guys would complain about this bike if you were thinking about buying it or didn't want your friend to buy it, or, you know, I don't know, just what's on your mind about this bike. I know there's going to be some comments that talk to some pros and cons about it, but I'm really curious on what your guys' opinion on it. Instead of just saying it's cheap junk. It's not cheap junk. It's not the most fanciest stuff out there on the market, but you're not paying $3,000, you know? So I'm really curious what you guys think. Drop a comment. I will see you guys in the next one. You guys are the true MVPs of the channel. Join the members only if you guys want to see some content early and some behind the scenes stuff, which I'll probably talk about shortly after this video ends. So join if you guys want to. Links are down in the description. I'll see you.